Hello and welcome back to the Master League. It's Aston Villa versus FC Barcelona in the Champions League. Today we're going to be having both legs in one episode, so hopefully we come out of it positive on the other side and get through to the next stage of the Champions League. I haven't gone through the lineup yet, so for the first game, we've got a few tired faces here, and we do have some other people on up arrows. Retsos is down, so it's going to have to be Tuanzebe. I think at the back we could put in Kimpembe, but I think it really knackers our... Yeah, unfortunately it's taking Tuanzebe out is what kills our chemistry. Bale is having a nightmare, so we can actually start Abraham up, Aguero up top. We'll put Dybala in at the wing. We just need our best team really. I know they're tired, but we just need to play generally our best team, and I'd argue that Tuanzebe is part of that best team. So we'll take Jonathan Tah, although he could... Yeah, we'll put Tah on the bench instead of Collins. Just wondering if we start Dembele. I've got to start Coutinho against his former club. Grealish will come in to start ahead of a Havertz. And then Grealish can go on the bench for Bale. Really annoying that Gareth Bale is down for today's game. He's such a crucial part of how we play. And we'll put Gundogan on the bench instead of a sub-goalkeeper. It's a very, very knackered team. But let's get into it. We're going to be playing at Villa Park. We're going to put it on summer random. And we're going to put normal length of grass just to see if it can hinder Barcelona a little bit and stop them playing potentially to the best. We'll put them in their yellow kit and let's get into the game. So here we are then, Aston Villa versus Barcelona at Villa Park for the Champions League tie. So this is how the teams line up for the game. Aston Villa, the home team for the first leg of the knockout stages. Jan Sommer in goal. Gaston V, Tuanzebe, Kimpembe and Tierney make up the back four. Ceballos, Grealish and Talisca in the middle. Coutinho, Aguero and Dybala are the front three. Barcelona lining up with an incredible lineup for this Champions League game. Ter Stegen in goal, Semedo, Mugelli, Umtiti and Alba at the back. Arthur, Vidal and Tolisso in the middle. Malcolm, Messi and Suarez are their front three. Paco Alcacer and Munir on the bench for Barcelona. There is Lionel Messi coming up against Argentinian compatriot Dybala. And let's get the game underway. And Barcelona could have the first meaningful attack of the game here. Kimpembe puts in a good tackle. Tuanzebe's got to try and mop that up and does. And he's actually won a free kick from that. It could have gone either way, I think, that one. But Malcolm apparently stepped onto Tuanzebe's shin as he got the ball first. And yeah, I'm not too sure. Half a dozen have won, 6 of the other. And I think the referee has been a bit lenient there for the home team. But Aston Villa get the game back underway. And we'll see if this comes to anything as Gaston Vide pulls forward. Big switch of play is on the other flank for Paulo Dybala. In it goes. Knocks back to Talisca. He's held up by Arthur. Back to Dybala. It's been a pretty cagey start, this game. Not too much from either team in terms of trying to take hold of the game itself. And Coutinho's made a run forward. It went for Aguero and it's cleared really easily. Kimpembe with a searching ball out to the other flank for Coutinho. Sees the run of Grealish in front of him, but Umtiti is going to have the pace to get back. And Semedo will then sort this out. Again, still a cagey affair in this game. Tolisso up to Messi. Messi to Vidal. Vidal, good ball out wide to Malcolm. Malcolm will be looking to take advantage of Tierney's strained and knackered legs from the amount of games he's played as it goes back into Malcolm. Tierney covers the run, but that leaves Malcolm open. Finds him anyway. Back to Semedo. Semedo with the pull across. Gaston Vide gets a touch on it. Not the most convincing, but it's enough to take it off the head of Luis Suarez. Talisca comes forward, looking dangerous. Got a good run from Aguero. Tries to lay it first time into the path of Dybala. Maybe not the best option. Aston Villa not to have a shot in this game yet. Barcelona having 2. So it's been a very cagey start into the game. The first 15 minutes, neither team really taking the opportunity to pick this game by the scruff of the neck. But here comes Malcolm for Barcelona. Arthur out to Semedo. Down the line, good ball to Malcolm. Tierney does get back, but doesn't have enough about him to keep hold of the ball. And Vidal is offside. Talisca feeds it out wide to Dybala. Looks to turn inside of Semedo, but just can't get away from his man. Tierney is beaten to the ball by Malcolm. Those tired legs seem to be really struggling with the Scotsman. As Umtiti goes long with the ball up to Messi. Messi back to Vidal. Vidal looks to go out wide to Malcolm, but Tierney does get back to cover that one. Grealish looks to feed it into Aguero, and City used his strength well, and the ball goes through to ter Stegen. Semedo on the wing, tracked by Tierney, good tackle. Tierney seems to be growing into the game now, but Talisca, a really bad error on the edge of his box. Vidal could have laid that into Leo Messi, but instead went on his own, and I think Messi is not too happy about that decision from the Chilean. Grealish, good ball out to Dybala. Dybala infield. He's got Talisca running in front of him. Has he got the pace to get around Semedo? No, he doesn't. And ter Stegen clears once again. Aguero flicks it into Talisca's path. Talisca looks to dink it over the top to Aguero, but it's just that final ball not coming off for Villa, and they may have to take a few more risks as the game progresses. They are the home team. They will be expected to get a goal. Suarez back to Vidal. Vidal to Jordi Alba. Coutinho puts a foot in and does get it back. Good ball round the corner into Gastonville. Ceballos sees the run of Dybala. Dybala back to Tierney. Into Ceballos again. Aguero tried to flick that into Tierney's path. Just didn't get enough on it. And Coutinho's beaten in the air by Suarez. And again it stays as a very cagey affair. Aguero picks the loose ball up. Back to Ceballos. Grealish. Into Aguero, feeds it out wide to Coutinho. This is Aston Villa's best move of the game. Coutinho towards the back post with Dybala, gets his head on it. Oh, it's bouncing around in the box and no one can pounce on it, and it's hoofed away by Umtiti. And Aston Villa really need to make those chances count as Malcolm comes forward. Good turn on the ball into Arthur. Arthur holds onto it. Ceballos puts him under pressure, but Arthur still manages to get his pass away. But Tierney should be able to just see that one out for a goal kick, and he does. Coutinho on the right hand side looks to jink his way past Alba, but he can't, and Jordi Alba now could launch a counter-attack here for Barcelona. Tuanzebe dives in and Suarez gets around the tackle and then tries to get in behind. Ceballos v Suarez. Suarez has the pace, looks to lay this back towards Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba takes his time and Grealish nearly read that pass. Suarez back to Alba again, and Barcelona are just getting in their stride. Vidal tries to put in Messi. Kimpembe read it, but Messi goes around the tackle, gets a shot off, and it's 1-0 Barcelona. And it's that man, Leo Messi. Unbelievably good footwork. A wonderful shot from the edge of the box. And Barcelona find themselves 1-0 in front. The ball was here. Messi into Vidal. Messi then spanning behind. Great footwork here from Leo Messi to get round Kimpembe. And then a wonderful shot from the edge of the box. 1-0 Barcelona. Talisca comes forward with it, waiting for some runners. Took a bit too much time on the ball and Titi got back to him, but Dybala picks it up. There's lots of men over, but they're not going to have time. At half-time at Villa Park, it's 1-0 Barcelona. As you see, Barcelona really restricting Aston Villa. Just the one shot on goal and it was off target. Aston Villa having the possession of the ball, but not doing much with it. No substitutions at half-time for either side, so the second half gets underway. Leo Messi could be in a great through ball from Suarez. Tierney gets across, but it's going to fall to Malcolm, who dinks it over Sommer. And that is the worst start to the second half that Aston Villa could have had. And it's 2-0 Barcelona. Here it was from Suarez into Messi, and the players just surrounded him. It deflected off Tierney. Sommer tried to come and get it. Malcolm had the pace to get there first. 2-0 Barca. Coutinho, a little bit of space on the right-hand side. What can you do here? Looks to fire it across. Oh, it's just deflected past the wrong side of Talisca. And that sort of sums up Aston Villa's luck they've had in today's game. Just the bobbles have always been the wrong way round and always falling to a Barcelona player as Vidal holds onto the ball. Goes out to Malcolm, who leaves that out to the left back, or right back, but Tierney read it well. Up to Talisca. Talisca comes forward. Tracked by Semedo, but turns inside to give a pass off to Tierney. Tierney sees the run of Jack Grealish in the middle. It's Jack Grealish. He's taken an awful bounce off the turf. Grealish into Talisca. Talisca looks to turn. Is he fouled? No, it's a good tackle. And Barcelona just not letting Aston Villa in behind at all in this game. Tuanzebe's made a good tackle up the pitch, and it's Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe's through on goal. Can he score? Great save from ter Stegen. And Umtiti wins the header to get it away. Gastonville into Grealish. Grealish has Tierney outside of him and uses him. Tierney goes up the line to Dybala. Dybala flings it in looking for Talisca. Didn't make a good effort. Coutinho knocks that back looking for Grealish, and Vidal just gets a lucky touch on it. And this is just, I'd say Aston Villa have been unlucky. Aguero into Talisca. Great football this from Aston Villa. Dybala, Talisca. Aguero gets his shot off. Great save from ter Stegen. Coutinho over the corner. Swings it in looking for Aguero. Oh, it's saved on the line. Aguero again and into the side netting. Messi has the ball around the centre circle. Tolisso out to Suarez. Suarez lays it back to Jordi Alba. Up it goes towards Suarez again. Tuanzebe's got to come and cover. And Suarez looks to try and jink round him. Plays it back to Jordi Alba. Wins a free kick though, because there was no advantage. So Timothy Weir comes on to replace Philippe Coutinho, who has been pretty quiet in this game. That's a good ball into the box, but Sommer pounces on it. And we'll look to launch Aston Villa forward straight away. Dybala tries to flick it into Aguero's path, but just couldn't get the ball right, and Barcelona hold on to possession. But here comes Aston Villa again. Dybala comes forward, lays that into Aguero's path. Gives it back to his Argentinian teammate, Talisca. Talisca's fouled, and is this too far out for a shot? So let's have a look. Not their normal taker, but Tierney fancies this one. Kieran Tierney shot into the wall. And is he going to keep this in? No, he's not. He's going to let it go out for a throw-in. Substitution then, Jack Grealish off and Ilkay Gundogan on for Aston Villa. And we'll rejoin the throw-in now with Tierney. Up to Talisca, into Ceballos, up to Dybala. Dybala tried to get Gundogan into the game straight away, and Gundogan with a good interception. Lays it back to Tierney. Tierney comes forward. Tierney's got a lot of space to run into here. Tries to fire it across. Semedo blocks, and it's a corner to Aston Villa. Dybala will look to put in the outswinger. Dybala just puts a little bit too much on it, and Ceballos can't get underneath that, and Suarez will bring this away. Goes straight up to Leo Messi. Messi lays it back to Suarez. Tuanzebe reads that one too well though and intercepts it. Gastonville into Ceballos. Ceballos out wide to Tierney. Tierney knows he's got runners either side of him. Talisca looks to swing the ball in towards Weir. Ter Stegen with a good catch and holds the ball well. 66 minutes gone, 2-0 Barcelona. Malcolm into Arthur. Arthur comes forward. He's got Messi inside of him. He went for a greedy shot, and the ball falls to Talisca. Gundogan now comes forward. Has Ceballos inside of him. Danny Ceballos comes forward. Ceballos sees the run of Grealish. Nice little Rabona pass. Aguero holds on to it. Tries to feed it into Weir. And Umtiti can only head it behind for a corner. Aston Villa's final sub. Talisca is replaced by Havertz. And Dybala will be on this corner again. Dybala will look to fire it in hard and low. Havertz straight on with a header. Just into the side netting. And Aston Villa are playing so much better in this second half. Dybala fired it in. Havertz with a header but couldn't get it on target. Havertz looks to play in Ceballos but too much on the ball. And Aston Villa are starting to force the issue with 20 minutes to go. And Leo Messi has a good challenge in the air with Tuanzebe. Gastonville looks to bring it forward, but he's given that away to Arthur, and Malcolm can turn and try and get in behind Messi. Suarez lays it into Malcolm. Malcolm shoots, and he's got his second of the game. And that was all from dreadful decision making from the Aston Villa back four. Malcolm today, goals number 2. And it's 3-0 with 3 away goals to Barcelona. And this could be the end of the Champions League dream for Aston Villa, as that pass there was absolutely horrendous. So Aston Villa have changed to a 4-3-3 flat formation. The wide players have been told to tuck in field. And hopefully that will get some more goal scoring opportunities as Ceballos moves the ball to the right, left-hand side for Tierney into Havertz. Havertz looks to put a ball across, and it'll be another corner to Aston Villa. Weir has options for a short, takes him to Havertz, back to Weir, gets a better angle for the cross. Gundogan can't get there, and Gastonville will look to try and keep this alive. Just lays it back sensibly to Ceballos. Ceballos then goes back to Gastonville, who was calling for it. Back to Ceballos again, into Gundogan, just creating the space. Gastonville dinks in across, looking for Weir. Mukiele gets there. Gundogan looks to put it in. Oh, he saw a bit of space to try and feed the ball through to Weir, but very well defended by Umtiti, and Messi turns. He's got a lot of work to do, but he's put a ball through to Suarez. Kimpembe has the pace to get back. Weir into Dybala. Dybala just holds onto the ball. Can see Weir making that run, but Umtiti's there with the defensive header again. And Barcelona have been absolutely imperious at the back today. There's Munke into Vidal. There is 10 minutes to go. Oh, that's a terrible defensive mix-up from Barcelona, and Weir's hit the post. Can you believe it? They have just not had any luck today, Aston Villa. Yes, Weir should be scoring that, but the amount of times that hits the post and goes in rather than bounces out is ridiculous. Malcolm comes forward. Tierney dives in but gets a foot on the ball. And Kimpembe picks up the loose pass. That's really loose, and I think fatigue really starting to hit this Aston Villa team now. Tuanzebe reads that pass well. Ceballos comes forward with it. He's got options either side and through the middle. No one really pressuring him. Ceballos can't turn quick enough, and Semedo makes a really easy interception. Havertz sees the runners in front of him, tries to put in Gundogan, but he had to stop his run to stay onside, and Again, Barcelona just not letting anything through their back line. As Jordi Alba picks that up into Messi. Messi pressured by Kimpembe, but then gets the spin in behind. And it's Leo Messi. He generally doesn't miss one-on-ones, but Tuanzebe gets back and actually covers really well. And then Kimpembe shows some good acceleration to stop Messi getting on the end of that loose ball. And even that ball through to Aguero couldn't come off. And you have to say, Barcelona's defending has made their lead absolutely worthwhile. And Suarez picks up another free kick. Jordi Alba tries to take it quickly and actually wastes that opportunity. Weir flicks that round the corner to Aguero. Can Aston Villa just get one opportunity? It's Aguero. Sergio Aguero shoots and it goes past the post. Oh, Tolisso picks up on the loose ball. Kimpembe with a wonderful header off the line. Sommer tried to just play out from the back and got it all wrong. But there's the full-time whistle. It's 3-0 to Barcelona and Aston Villa have it all to do in the second leg. Okay, so we're back for the second leg in the Champions League and we need something massive. 3-0 down from the first leg. We need goals. We need goals, and it's going to be very tough. For some reason, Barcelona have Suarez captaining the team. They also have Marcos Alonso playing at left back, and they have re-signed Cesc Fabregas. So let's get into the game. So welcome to Camp Nou, or the new camp. Suarez there leading out Barcelona and Tuanzebe leading out Aston Villa in what is already a concluded affair. I cannot imagine Aston Villa have enough about them to score 3 away goals without conceding at the new camp. But you never know, football has some wonderful storylines that it can tell. It has twists and turns, and as the sun goes down, we're going to be in for a feast of football. So in this Colosseum of football with such a magnificent history and heritage, this is how Barcelona line up. Ter Stegen, Semedo, Umtiti, Mugelli and Alonso, Fabregas, Vidal and Tolisso in the middle, Malcolm, Messi and Suarez are the front three. Yet again, Malcolm's tormenting Aston Villa from the first leg. Aston Villa line up with Jan Sommer in goal, Gastonvi, Tuanzebe, Retsos and Tierney, Gundogan and Havertz in the middle, and then 4 up front in Bale, Dybala, Aguero and Coutinho. So as the first half is about to get underway, let's see what Aston Villa can do after being 3 goals down. So Aston Villa know they're going to have to try and pressure the ball and get it back as quick as possible. Retsos with a ball out which is easily intercepted by Semedo, and we know Aston Villa are going to have to take risks, and it's let Lionel Messi in straight away and he's hit the post and the rebound's there and Vidal pounces and Aston Villa have got to score 4 without reply, and that is a near on impossible feat in the new camp as Messi here hit the post, Vidal pounced and not the start Aston Villa wanted. Aguero around the corner to Dybala who lays it back to Tierney. A lot of players were rested in Aston Villa's 3-1 win against Bournemouth, 3-2 win against Bournemouth. However, Gareth Bale and Gastonvide are the 2 players that remain from that win. Gareth Bale scoring 2 goals from the left wing position that he occupies today. Cultured left foot, obviously seeing something in there that he likes. And Aguero's been put in behind. Aguero shoots and puts it in. And Villa have 1 back. They have 1 goal back and Aguero grabs the ball out of the net. 3 more to go for the passionate Villa fans that find themselves high up at the Camp Nou. Havertz here picked up the ball, waited and waited. A lovely weighted ball with the left foot, and then Ter Stegen wasn't keeping that one out. It's 1-1 on the night, 4-1 Barcelona on aggregate. Malcolm looks to get in behind again like he did so often in the first leg. It's well defended. Vidal surely fouling Havertz there, but Havertz gets a foot in, tries to nick the ball back, but can't get it away. Tuanzebe reads that ball forward and he had to read that right. Otherwise, Barcelona are in again. Gundogan feeds a lovely ball through to Coutinho. How much he would like to score back at the Nou Camp. Coutinho's in, he shoots straight at Ter Stegen and he actually palms that away from the danger area really well. But Aston Villa are showing Barcelona that they're going to be in for a game. Gastonvide looks to fling it in towards Dybala and it's cleared away. And Aston Villa have only named 1 defensive player in their 7 substitutes for today's game. Every other player is an attacking outfield player. No goalkeeper on the bench and only 1 defender in Jonathan Tah. They know that they need goals. Tuanzebe closes that cross down well and he tries to get something on the clearance. Suarez looks to bring it away. Gets a bit of luck to keep the ball into Suarez's feet again. Back to Alonso. Gastonvide with a good tackle. Tolisso picks it up and Gastonvide's there again. And now this is where Aston Villa are going to look to try and launch a counter-attack. But Coutinho couldn't turn it round the corner. And Vidal holds on to it. Up to Tolisso. Messi. Messi out to Alonso. Alonso just holds the ball. Aston Villa a bit afraid to commit. But when he does, he wins the ball yet again. Tolisso turns. Tuanzebe tries to get there. But I think Tolisso was offside. So a quick tactical switch from Aston Villa off cultured left foot. Sees Coutinho and Gareth Bale switch wings. Maybe to try and cut in and get some more shots off as Tierney lays that back to Retsos. Goes back to Tierney after teasing Malcolm in to try and win the ball. Just to allow him to come forward. Havertz. Out it goes to Gundogan. Gundogan now sees Bale on that right hand side that he's just moved to. Maybe the tactical switch confusing Barcelona. Dybala in a bit of space, but his weak footed shot goes straight at Dybala. Straight at ter Stegen. Havertz looks to feed into Coutinho. Waits for the overlapping run from Tierney, which doesn't really come, and it's a poor pass and it goes out of play. Aguero picks this up. There's a bit of space here. Oh, he just couldn't feed it in to Coutinho. Coutinho just holds on to the ball. Tierney gives a good overlapping run. Tierney tries to fire it in low towards Aguero, and Marcos Alonso's there just to get a clearance on it. Aston Villa playing unbelievably well in this first half. They know they need goals and they have set their stall out to attack. Coutinho. Gundogan tried to lay it in low, but it was a poor cross, and Suarez will bring this away. 25 minutes gone, 1-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate to Barcelona. Oh, Messi has found a pocket of space. Sommer's come a long way out. Sommer with a fantastic tackle. He had to get that right, Jan Sommer. Otherwise, it was probably a red card. As Aguero comes in, he's played that ball too early, but Bale has the pace. Just couldn't get past Marcos Alonso. Havertz should win this header against Malcolm. It falls to Aguero. Into Dybala. Dybala just took a little bit too long with his heavy touch. Out to Gastonvide. Gastonvide comes forward. Infield to Aguero. Tolisso gets back at him. It's absolutely frantic, this game. Havertz keeps the possession in Aston Villa and wins a free kick. In a somewhat dangerous position. Maybe a bit too far out and a bit of a bad angle to get a shot off. But how Gareth Bale would love to score against the old foe of Barcelona. Ter Stegen is leaving a big gap on his left-hand side. Can Gareth Bale find that corner? He steps over it. It goes a bit too central. And Ter Stegen was never really troubled. Vidal into Fabregas. Flick round the corner to Malcolm. Back to Fabregas. Havertz gets a good touch on it. Tierney should mop that up and does. And Jan Sommer sees Bale in a lot of space, but his kick goes awry but finds Aguero. Bale holds it up. Nice back heel into the path of Gastonvide. Gastonvide comes forward. There's no one really giving him an option in the box. He lays it off to Aguero. Back to Gastonvide. Out to Bale. Onto his left foot, Gareth Bale. Tries to swing in across, but Alonso gets there. Gastonvide tries to keep it alive, but Alonso has too much strength for him, and Suarez will bring this away. But he's run himself into trouble. And Gundogan picks it up, sees the run of Havertz, into Aguero, tries to feed it into Dybala, who shoots, and it's 2-1. And we have a game on our hands. 2-1 Aston Villa on the night. Can you believe it? Luis Suarez, captain for the day, ran himself into all sorts of trouble. Gundogan into Havertz, into Aguero. Lovely ball to see the run of Dybala, and he's not going to miss from there. Oh my word, this is exciting. 2-1 Aston Villa on the night, 4-2 on aggregate to Barcelona. Vidal is caught on the ball by Havertz, and this could launch another attack. Havertz sees Dybala in space. Composure, steadies himself. It falls to Bale. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, I got too excited and held the button down for far too long. Oh my word. Oh, that would have been an amazing result to go in at half time. It's still 2-1 and Aston Villa are still in this tie. Unbelievable stuff happening here at the Nou Camp. Tierney stops, lays it back to Havertz, sees a man in the middle. It's Dybala around the corner. Aguero, Gareth Bale outside the foot. Ter Stegen with a lovely save. Aston Villa are on fire and Barcelona don't know what to do at the moment. It's only thanks to Ter Stegen that they are still in this game. That front four of Barcelona is playing unbelievably well. Gareth Bale will look to fire this one into the box. Aguero comes short. He goes in towards Havertz with a header, but that's easy for Ter Stegen. Havertz was marked very well by Mikael. And Ter Stegen will just take the sting out of the game. He goes long looking for Messi, which is an interesting tactic. And Tierney wins the header. Havertz into Gastonbeed's path. Gastonbeed back to Gundogan. Gundogan just waiting for an option, and Tierney gives him something. Up it goes to Dybala into Havertz. Havertz looking for Aguero, but Umtiti was there. It's just frantic, absolutely frantic. Tuanzebe comes in and puts in a good tackle on Suarez, who's now got to get back into position. Tierney with a bit of space on the left-hand side to maraud into. Signs Dybala into Aguero. Aguero round to Bale. Bale just using his strength really well. Havertz picks up the loose ball. Waiting for an option. Lays it into Gastonbeed. Gastonbeed, in it goes towards Dybala, and Tutti wins the header. Took that off the gloves of Ter Stegen, and Barcelona will be delighted for the half-time whistle. Aston Villa would have wanted that to continue. It is 2-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. It has been all Aston Villa. Barcelona they need to get in at the break and have a stern talking to. And the second half gets underway. No changes for either team. Aston Villa need to get on the front foot. How they ended that first half, they need to keep that pressure up and keep it going in this second half and make chances and scare Barcelona. Havertz, this is Barcelona on the attack, on the defensive, right into the middle. Aguero, oh, it's blocked in front of him, and I think it was basically kept off the line. Gareth Bale keeps it alive. Bale tries to feed it in, he lays it off to Tierney. Tierney sets up for a right-footed volley, it's bouncing around all over the place. And eventually Barcelona will get it away with Suarez and Messi holding up the ball well up front. Malcolm accelerates away from Kieran Tierney on the right-hand side for Barcelona. Just Tierney holds him up outside of the ball in. Messi with a header, he's hit the bar, and on the rebound he puts it in. And it's 2-2 on the night. And sometimes there is just nothing you can do about Lionel Messi. It's a good header off the post. And then on the rebound, he sticks his volley away. And if Bale had put that chance away in the first half to make it 3-1, it could all be very, very different. We know Aston Villa will not give up, but their task has just come ultimately harder yet again. Aguero into Dybala. Dybala out to Coutinho. Lays it back to Havertz. Out it goes to Tierney. Tierney down the line to Coutinho, who's offside. So substitution for Aston Villa. The big man of Weghorst comes on to replace Dybala. Will we see a more direct approach happening now from the team in white? Second substitution of the game for Aston Villa. Jack Grealish on to replace Ilkay Gundogan. Aguero tried to flick that round the corner first time. Havertz keeps it alive. Coutinho out to Tierney. Tierney has got a lot of space. Can he pick a good cross? Tierney does fire it in towards Bale, who's gone back out to the wing side. Tolisso comes forward. Under pressure from Grealish. Suarez turns away from Grealish really well. And Barcelona hold on to the ball. Weghorst out to Bale, back on the left-hand side, accelerates away from Semedo, waiting for Weghorst to get in the box. He's in there now. Tierney fires it in, and it's gone right across the face of goal. And it goes out, dribbling for a goal kick to Barcelona. Oh, and Suarez, as Aston Villa are chucking men forward. Suarez was in space, but the pass was overhit from Tolisso. It rolls out of play for an Aston Villa throw-in, and Aston Villa are going to have to start chucking men forward with want and disregard, to be honest, because they need goals in this game. Havertz puts it back into Gareth Bale's path. Gareth Bale comes forward with it. It looks like he's still got a lot of running in his legs. Weghorst back to Bale. Bale now needs Weghorst to get back into the box. Puts in Aguero's there, but Marcos Alonso uses his height well. Havertz keeps it alive. In it goes, looking for Weghorst. Weghorst just beaten to the ball. And Messi with a good touch to hold on to it. And Suarez holds onto the ball, and this is what Barcelona do so well. Gastonbeed gives a good overlap, and Weghorst has held his run in the middle this time. It's gone for Aguero again, but it comes out to Bale. Oh, he used his right foot for the instinct hit, and it just goes over the bar. That one was Ter Stegen had it worried. Gastonbeed brought it in, so Aguero just couldn't get there, and Aguero set up nicely for Bale and just touches the side netting. Here comes Jack Grealish bursting through the middle of the midfield, waiting for a run from Aguero, picks it up, but Aguero's just let that go across his body. I think he miscontrolled it, and Aston Villa, they're creating chances. It's been a wonderful performance here, and I think the Villa fans will be more than pleased with what they've seen. But if they can just nick another goal, who knows what could happen. Suarez on the left-hand side. Tuanzebe covers him well. Tries to go up the line first time into Coutinho. Up it goes to Grealish. Grealish sees Gareth Bale in a lot of space. Bale on the left-hand side. Can he put a cross in? He has Weghorst at the near post. It's too close to Umtiti and to ter Stegen. And it's an easy catch for the Barcelona goalkeeper. And does look like Aston Villa are getting very, very desperate, as you would imagine. 15 minutes to go, but Havertz has completely robbed Semedo. He's got Gareth Bale inside of him. Gareth Bale looks to square it. Aguero, Marcus Alonso just got back in time. Oh my, it's been such a good defensive display again from Barcelona, and now an opportunity here is that's a very interesting pass from Suarez. Really should have gone into Messi as Tuanzebe comes over to try and get a foot on the ball. Into Vidal. Vidal to Messi. Messi to Malcolm. Malcolm comes in again. Jinks around the tackle at Tuanzebe. In it goes into the middle. Suarez with a header and goes past the post. Final substitution for Aston Villa. Timothy Weah replaces Philippe Coutinho. And he nips up front for the rest of the game. And Aston Villa are going long towards Weghorst with this one. And it worked wonderfully well. Weghorst knocks it down to Havertz. Weghorst is then fouled, as is Gareth Bale, and Barcelona flying into the tackles now. Bale lines this one up, but takes it short to Tierney. Tierney then lays it out to Grealish. Grealish invites Gastonville forward. Gastonville has got a lot of space. Looks to put in a cross towards Weah, who's just come on, and it's not enough height to get over those defenders in the Barcelona team as Messi lays it into Suarez. And Aston Villa again chucking men forward, and they could be caught out, but Suarez turned back on himself, not knowing Tuanzebe was there. Jack Grealish comes forward. He's got a lot of space to run into. Grealish, he waits for the run of Bale. Bale into Weghorst. Weghorst tried to lay it in again, and that's too intricate for what Aston Villa need at the moment. Aguero just swings it into the box, and it's a mess back there at the moment. Tolisso tries to get it away, and Carlos Elena, who's come on for Barcelona, clears it towards Suarez, who gets around Tuanzebe's tired tackle. Messi has got Retzos for company, lays it off to Carlos Elena. Malcolm's outside, but Messi's got space in the middle, and he's hit the post again, and this time the rebound falls to an Aston Villa player, and in all of that there's a foul on Tuanzebe. 5 minutes to go, and I think Aston Villa will be going out of the Champions League. They've given it everything. They've done incredibly well in the competition. Weah flicks it out to Bale, manages to just get it into Bale's path, looks to dink it in. Weghorst with a header. Oh, it's saved. It's gone in. It's gone in. Vidal has put it in his own net. It's 3-2. I don't think there's going to be enough time, but they finally found Weghorst with a header in the box. And it's 3-2 to Aston Villa on the night. Scoring 3 away goals at the Nou Camp is absolutely incredible. And now they have to go and hunt impacts to get this ball back. Into Suarez it goes. Gastonville with a good tackle. Aguero picks it up into Grealish. Grealish sees the run of Weah. Weah's onside. Oh, he got back. I think it was Semedo who got back and put in a great challenge on Timothy Weah. And Malcolm is replaced by Rafinha. And it's not even a corner. It's hit Timothy Weah and gone off for a goal kick. Carlos Elena gives it into the fresh legs of Rafinha. Tierney gets over there and tackles him well, or holds him up. Back to Elena. Rafinha has the ball. Tuanzebe will take this away from him. Tuanzebe plays the ball forward. Weghorst out to Bale. There's 3 minutes of injury time, and that's it. Bale tries to use his last bit of his legs to get past Umtiti. Tries to swing a cross in. Havertz tries to flick it on. Weghorst is bouncing around in the box, and Weghorst just couldn't turn and get that away. Tierney into Bale. Bale puts a cross in towards Weah. Weah, he gets there. They need one more goal. Aston Villa need one more goal, but I think they're going to be out of time. What a game this has been. Absolutely ridiculous. 4-2 to Aston Villa on the day. But that is it. Aston Villa's dream is over. It's 4-2 at the Camp Nou. I cannot believe that. What a performance from Aston Villa. Scoring 4 goals at the Nou Camp. An unbelievable attempt of that. We smashed them. Absolutely smashed them. So we crash out of the Champions League 5-4 on aggregate to Barcelona. A very, very disappointing... Well, it's not really, is it? It's Barcelona. Spurs go through 3-2 ahead of Man City. Real Madrid beat Bayern Munich 4-3 on aggregate. And Ajax go through ahead of Bayer Leverkusen 5-1. So... an interesting performance. Aston Villa make it through to the quarterfinals, but that is as far as their European journey goes. And all we've got to fight for now is the Premier League. If I only got so much goodwill, perhaps it'll be a mistake to stick with you. Oh well, we'll see. The semi-finals, piss off, no wonder. We might get sacked before the season ends. But, not too many games left. We'll be back for the end of the season really isn't far away, and that's what we'll be back for. The last game of the series against Burnley at Villa Park, where we'll hopefully get some good results. If we go and look at the league table, I know this episode will be a long one, but if we look at the league table into the Premier League and look at the standings, we find ourselves in third, 10 points behind Man City, so we're really going to have a bit of a miracle to win the league, but we can try and get second place ahead of Arsenal. But what a season it's been, what a series it's been. We'll be back for the final game of the series against Burnley in the last episode of the Aston Villa Master League. Thank you so much for watching, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.